me up before the sun burns the sky. Thumpr's got the rods ready, lying set to fly. The lagoon's calling, with Snook hiding in the mangrove line. Skip casting under trees, Snook ready to explode. Hooked on the lagoon where the Snook cruise. Redfish tailing in the rising sun. Guitar shadows in the grass. Thumpr's on another wild ride. Sweat drips, salt stains smell in the air. Paddling at first light, not a moment to spare. Snook darts quick, shadows under the mangrove line. Casting like you wanna lose it, don't be scared. Hooked on the lagoon where the Snook cruise. Redfish tailing in the rising sun. Guitar shadows in the grass. Thumpr's on another wild ride. Sweat drips, salt stings smell in the air. Paddling at first light, not a moment to spare. Snook darts quick, shadows under the mangrove line. Casting like you wanna lose it, don't be scared. Hooked on the lagoon.
Oh, guys. Monday, July 28th. All right, I think I got everything set up. Boy, I got a lot of stuff. The whole filming thing adds a lot to it too. Batteries, cameras, first-person cameras, 360 camera. I know some of you guys are like, man, how'd you get all this stuff? Over time, little by little. There's no way I could have gotten all this stuff. I am wearing my mask early because the bugs are so bad. Stay tuned for some music. Hang on a second. Maybe not. Maybe I turned it off in time. What a giant mosquitoes trying to get in my car right now. But anyway, guys, like I said, it's July 28th.
Recording. 3 channels started.
2025. I have not been out fishing in quite some time, actually. Alright, backing you guys in here. Like I said, I haven't been fishing in a while. I've been real busy. I know, I'm sure you guys have been watching the videos on the Flux Jet. I'm super pumped. I mean, I've been getting a little bit of grief from that too, you know? Like people asking questions and why don't you mention this? And it's like, I don't think people realize I'm not getting paid for any of that. I haven't received anything. I haven't, you know what I mean? Like, I am hoping that maybe I get a demo and test it out, because I really think it could be it's either going to be a flop when it comes to the lagoon and not usable, or it's going to be a game changer. And I really want to know. So the way I look at it is, if I put out some content and show kind of what I can do, you know, maybe they will. But yeah, everything I've been doing, guys, is kind of I guess you can call it a resume builder. You know, even if FluxJet doesn't want to work with me or whatnot, other companies can see the kind of potential I can bring as a content creator. And, you know, then we can go from there. So, yeah, it got a lot of attention, but with that attention comes jack wagons. We'll talk more about that on the water, guys. All right, I'm gonna disconnect you guys here real quick. Stay tuned. Oh my gosh, these bugs are just still following me, you guys. The no-see-ums are so bad right now. Like I said, guys, it's been a while. I had ICAS and then I got sick for a week. Thankfully, it wasn't like too crazy of a sickness, but we're over here at Beacon 42. Over the weekend, I've had at least 2 or 3 buddies fish this area and ran into some tailing reds. So, and they were kind of in the same spot that I actually, you know, ran into them on my way back. My goodness, you guys. These no-see-ums. I got bug spray on too. Look at this sunrise, guys. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. That is beautiful. With the rays of light coming over the cloud there. My goodness. All right, I'm gonna try and paddle past. I was wanting to fish right here, but I've collected so many bugs from the boat ramp, and they're just following me. We need to get away from them. That's what we need to do. It is going to be hot today, everybody. If you're going out fishing in these heat advisories and stuff like that, go early or go late. You can still fish the day. It's going to be a lot harder, and you need to be safe. You need to make sure you're drinking plenty of water, especially the night before, you know. Let's try a cast over. I saw something blow up, but you do not want to get a heat stroke or something like that out here. So we've got lots of water today. The goal is, it's just a quick little easy trip. Like I said, first time out since being sick, so just want to take it easy. I think we're gonna fish 3-4 hours, about 10-11. Let's see just kind of how it goes. We had a decent take right there. Just grabbed it by the tail though, so oh, Mr. Dolphin's blowing this spot up. You finding any fish? Cause I'm not. We're in, bud, and I haven't got nothing. He's in like 2 feet of water. Well, we fished sun up. No signs of tailing reds. I had a couple, decent sized hits, but it must have been, small trout, small snook, something along those lines, just because it didn't even get a hold of it, couldn't even get a good hook set on it, whatever it was. My buddy, same thing. Couple big hits, but that's it. It just goes to show you, 1 minute it could be fish all over and prime fishing, and the next minute or the next day could be completely different. I have pretty much fished this whole shoreline from the boat ramp. Hollower's right over there, so we've gone quite the distance, and just lots of little mullet, little groups of mullet here and there. Threw a top water for a little bit, not even a blow up on it. I'm just not that great with top water. I never really get anything top water. What the hell? There's a little blue crab swimming along. If he's swimming freely, must not be anything big enough to chow him down. A nice slow day though. Like I said, I just wanted to get back out on the water. I am thinking possibly, I have not caught a tarpon yet this year, and I've never actually caught a tarpon in my kayak. I've hooked into them. I always lose them on those first couple jumps. So I'm thinking maybe if I get out again this week, maybe we'll pick up some bait and go to one of those spots where those big tarpon are rolling and see if we can't get our first big tarpon. The kind that you can only leader them, or you got to get in the water to get your trophy pick. I would love to get me one of those. I've hooked into some big ones before, but man, they are so hard to keep on. They're hard enough to get hooked, and then they're even harder to stay hooked. You know, those Silver Kings are definitely the hardest thing out here, I would say. Alright, I think we got a text message. Let's check that. Alright guys, stay tuned. Not much going on right now. Alright, first catch of the day, a little trout. I will take it. I didn't even, by the time the camera came on, I already got him in, so just a little spotted sea trout. You know, I've noticed this spot over here, I usually do hook up with some little trouts over here, so. Hey, at least we beat the skunk. I'll take a little trout any day. I'll take a little trout any day. Ah, I just had something on there too, damn it. Well, we fished all the way to Hollover. And now I'm just gonna throw some dead shrimp along these rocks. See if we can't get us something, you know, some sheep's head, maybe some mangrove snapper. They love sitting by these rocks. Dang it. Felt a bite. Pulled me in the rocks. See if we can't get it free. Gotta be quick when these little mangrove snappers, they love that cover. They love the rocks. There we go. And our bait's gone. Catfish. What do you want, Mr. Manatee? I'm trying to fish here, my dog. I kind of knew there was going to be catfish somewhere up in this bitch. What the hell? Oh, I was going to say I was like stuck there for a second. But a catfish hit like crazy. I turned on the camera and everything. Usually I won't turn on the camera for a catfish, but he hit pretty good. Little turd. Toadfish. Or a mother-in-law fish, as you call them. Catching everything but what we want today. Catfish, I'm guessing. Another toadfish. Freaking toadfish. Mother-in-law fish, whatever you want to call it. There must be dozens of them in there. All right, guys. Well, I'm slowly trolling on my way back. I figure, hey, let's take it easy. Like I said, I'm not feeling 100%, so I'm just gonna troll this NLBN K-tail. I think it's like a 4 or 5 inch. Got on a helix hook with a weight, and we're just gonna troll the causeway. Maybe we can get us a tarpon. We'll see. Might as well put it in the water for cruising. We're at like 47%. So, sorry, not much going on today, guys. I'll try and get back out again here this week. Oh, another thing that I need to bring up. Apologies to everybody that's been chatting with me or seeing my grammar and spelling issues. If you guys have been watching my channel, you know I do a lot of my editing on the phone, and I've taught myself how to do it all. Well, I can't see anything. I literally can't see anything. I don't know what has happened sometime in the last couple months, but I've got, I do wear prescription sunglasses, more so for my right eye. I have, like a lazy eye, and my right eye is just not that great. My left eye, pretty much 20/20. At least the last time I went in 7 months ago. Within the last couple of months, I'm like, I can't see anything. I'm like trying to edit my videos. I can't see what the transitions are. I can't read what it says. Thankfully, I've done this long enough now where I kind of just know. But when I'm like writing you guys and doing stuff like that, I can't tell the difference between an N and an M, an L and an H. It's like I'm seeing doubles and blurry. And then the other day, I took my glasses off and I put my prescription lens on my left eye, and it was clear. Not 100%, but it was clear. So I'm a little worried, because I am type 1 diabetic. I have autoimmune things, and my immune system targets. And one of the first things that goes on people that are type 1 diabetic is, your feet and your eyes. So I am really... I won't lie, I'm a little concerned because my eye basically went from like 20/20 now to like who knows what the heck it is. So called the VA the other day, last week, to try and make an appointment, and the soonest the VA can get me to see an eye doctor is late October. Yeah. So, I don't know, I might use my wife's insurance. It's my secondary. So, but then again, I called them too, and I'm looking at 2-3 months just to get my eyes checked, and I'm worried, whatever's going on with it's just getting worse. I want to mitigate the damage, you know what I mean? So I don't know what's going on with that, guys. So just apologize. I already have the worst spelling and grammar ever, which doesn't help because my phone started thinking that I misspell a lot of words. I know it, but now it makes it even worse because I go back through and try and spell check and grammar check my stuff, and I can't even see. You know what I mean? So I don't even know if the phone is recommending the right spelling or not. So apologies ahead of time, guys, if my stuff's a little hard to read or all over the place. I literally can't see. I make these videos. I love editing. I love putting together this stuff, and it's making it really, really hard. My eyes are straining. I'm trying to see things. My wife walked here. I'll put it in a picture right here that I took the other day. My wife said, "You better take a picture of that and show people what you're doing." That's what I look like when I'm editing now, just so I can double check to make sure things are correct. I'm going with one eye, half working. So, it is what it is. You guys have been following me long enough. I have certain things I deal with, but I try and find what I still can do. So hopefully I can get in there and get that checked out somewhat soon. It doesn't seem like it. So I just want to throw that out there. I apologize to you guys in advance. So fingers crossed. But anyway, guys, I think that's going to pretty much do it. Like I said, I'm going to troll this, back in here, and actually, the boat ramp's right over there. So I might stop and maybe do a little bit of fishing. What was that? What was that? roll right there. Not too sure, but let's give her a couple casts and see. But yeah, it's getting hot, so I want to call it a day. So we might work the islands here right by the boat ramp real quick. See what we can't get into, and call it a day. But yeah. But anyway, guys, yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up what's going on with me. Like I said, it's more of a vlog style video, so good time for me to kind of just voice what's going on, what are my goals, what am I trying to do in the videos to come. Why you saw a lot of flux jet over the past week. Like I said, I was sick, so I wasn't able to get out and go fishing or anything like that, so I really dialed it down. I have some more iCast video too as well that I will be going over on some products, but I want to take those products out on the water. You know, another thing I want to bring up too is, for all you hater and trolls out there, boy, you know, the more you get seen, the more you get them. And I have definitely been getting my fair share lately. I don't know. I find it kind of funny just because people will go so far out of their way to watch and find anything and everything to say something about. But I love it. I just stay, you're helping me out, and you're not going to hurt my feelings. I'm not out here trying to prove, you know, me or my skills, or those guys saying I'm trying to act old. No, I'm just trying to do what I do, guys. I love putting it out there. I love making the content, and I love fishing, okay? It's a lot easier to talk to the camera than it is in person. I do get the social anxieties. I did have a couple big bass guys, I won't name names, on social media. They didn't say my name by name, but I know they're talking about me and my interview skills. Look, not everybody's good at that, you know. I'm trying to be better at that, but I deal with things that they may not know. So people always jump on the wagon to try and judge and try and bring you down. It ain't gonna happen, guys. But I appreciate you guys for watching with my videos with a magnifying glass, trying to find something to say. You know, the more you get seen, the more you're gonna get those guys, and you can't let that get to you. You can't let that stop you. In life in general, you know, the more successful you are and the happier you are, the more you're gonna come across those kind of haters. That's one reason why you don't see me posting on Facebook so much. Facebook is the worst when it comes to just negativity and toxic people. So I don't post a lot on the Facebook. It's kind of funny. I think I've got like 40 something followers on Facebook. Which reminds me, hey, if you guys do have a Facebook, go to Thumpr Fishing and give me a follow, you know, because it's kind of sad. But I just don't go on there. I know a lot of guys will post links to their videos and stuff. I have done that before, but man, Facebook is so full of just shitty people, I tell you. But anyway, guys, let's see if we can't catch something here on our way back. And if you don't see me, then that was it for the day. All right, guys, well, I know I said it before, but my buddy was pretty far over at Haulover, so I didn't want to stand over at the ramp and cook, so might as well keep fishing. So I've been fishing over these shallows around the boat ramp. Usually I get a trout or something, man, but it's just not happening today. You know how it is sometimes. My buddy was going to get skunked, but I think he finally got a snook. I would have been skunked if I didn't get that little micro trout. And then we got catfish and a couple mother-in-law toadfish. Not even counting those as catches, but and then they pulled me in the rocks and broke me off, and I figured, all right, time to head out. But it's just not happening today, guys. You know, the summer grind. Hey, but you know what though? I'm feeling a little bit better. And maybe next time we'll find them. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you for watching. Like I said, I'll probably put this up there anyway. You know, you guys know it's not all catching. I know some guys, they'll only post it if they have some epic day, but that's not fishing. That's not real. You get days like this where you just enjoying the day on the water, throw everything you got at them. And it's not just me, you know, it's my buddy too, so it's just slow. A lot of people heading back right now. That's kind of why I'm waiting. There's a boat in there already trying to load up. It's getting to that part of the day where, you know, it's just really hot. A lot of bait fish, a lot of mullet. Just not what we want today, guys. Not what we want. Appreciate you for watching as always. I will try and probably get out one more time this week. Maybe I'll even do a little bit of shore fishing. Summer fishing's a grind, I tell you. You just gotta find them. You know, that 90% of the fish are in 10% of the water, and I couldn't find that 10% today. Anyway, catch you in the next one, everybody, and we'll see what we can get into. I hope everybody's having a good week, and stay tuned. Tight lines. Peace.
Every cast a story they can divide.